Electrocompaniet started back in 1973. It was a lot of things happening at the same time that sort of brought together a lot of people that were very interested in audio, but really didn't have any production capacity or any history when it came to making audio amplifiers. It was audio enthusiasts and people working in the business and from different parts of the business. For example, broadcasting and those kind of things. In 1970, Dr. Matti Otala was a professor of the University of Oulu in Finland, and Otala Lohstroh presented a paper at the EAS and where they described the theoretical issues which were the basis for the transient intermodulation problems that were with transistor amplifiers at the time. They made a couple of those amplifiers based on these theories made by Otala and Lohstroh, and they called actually the amplifier the Otala Lohstroh amplifier in their honor. They talked to them, but they didn't want to get involved or have the name of that product in any ways. They weren't involved in the development. So they changed the name to the Electrocompaniet 2-channel amplifier instead. Now, they just made a very few number of units for friends and family was the basic idea. One of the amplifiers made its way to the United States and was tested by the Audio Critic. And the caption on the magazine said, "America, eat your hearts out. This is the world's best sounding amplifier, but you can't buy it in this country and it can't drive anything." This spurred an avalanche of requests from clients from all over the world wanting to buy that amplifier. But they didn't have the production facilities, they didn't have the capacity to start making them. So it was a bit of a problem at the beginning. And if you look at some of the earliest models, you will find many versions of that product that was made with whatever you have at hand to make an amplifier. But it's such a statement that the 2-channel power amplifier back in those days was the best thing that was available on the market. And then slowly but surely, the company grew. They started making proper production facilities and they were able to deliver products all over the world. And they also developed a range of products. They started making different kinds of products as well, like integrated amplifiers, re-up amplifiers, and eventually also CD players. We have a long history and a lot of cool stories to tell. But one of the things that happened in 2004 was that we moved the production from Oslo here to Stavanger, or rather Tau, a little city just outside Stavanger. Today, Electrocompaniet is still based in the same area, and we will continue to do so. We are owned by a company called Brødrene Nordbø, which is a local investment company who owns a lot of businesses in this area. So he's a local person who also owns West Control, an electronics production facility that makes all our electronics.
Everything we make is built and designed here in Norway. The factory is capable to produce all the PCBs in-house with ultra-modern machines. They do the pick and placement, they do the soldering, and when the PCBs are done, they move over here for the module production, and finally they will be placed into the chassis.
Electrocompaniet produces today 3 lines of products. Our high-end power amplifiers. We also have like more of a mid-range product which consists of preamplifiers, integrated amplifiers, CD players, streamer, DACs and the like. And we also have a line called Easy Living, which is more of a lifestyle kind of products.
What's not produced in that factory, such as faceplates and mechanical parts, is delivered from companies very close by here in Norway. First, we do a production of different modules for the amplifiers, like power supplies, heat sinks, other stuff, and we test each model. And when they are successfully tested, they will be mounted into the chassis. When that production is done, then we move the product over to the test bench and we do a complete test on all features, all inputs, outputs. We do the frequency tests, we do the THD tests, we do noise and distortion tests, and of course all functions will be tested. After the final test, we move the products over to the burn-in test bench, where we burn in all products for 48 hours before we again move them onto the packaging table, and we do all the packaging, the manuals, the additional arts that will come with the amplifier or the CD player over them. I'm with the company now for 26 years, and in fact I moved to Norway because of that company, because they got me over from Germany. Of course, I love the job with those products and with Electrocompaniet.
One thing to remember is that we do everything ourselves here in our own factory. We manufacture everything from the Class D amplifier inside the Easy Living line of products, all the way up to the big power amplifier. Everything is designed, manufactured, programmed and made by ourselves.